Hey love bugs, I'm Kat and I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to show you 3 quick DYIs, so stay tuned. Okay, for this project you're going to need a vase, which I got from Walmart. It was $9.99. You're going to need some beads, some rocks, and this rope. I already put the rope around the vase. And then you're going to need some flowers. And then you're going to need this styrofoam thing to keep the flowers sitting straight up. Okay, so what I did was took some wire cutters and cut the bottoms off so this can sit in here. Like this. Now what I'm going to do is take my glue gun and glue around the edges of the vase so this can stay sturdy. I left the plastic on here because sometimes this has a tendency of melting. So I'm going to do that all the way around in the circle. Okay, as you can see, you have the glue going all the way around. I'm going to let that sit up. Then I'm going to take some Gorilla Glue and put it right here. And then I'm going to apply my rocks around the vase. Okay, now that I have the Gorilla Glue placed all around there, I'm going to put my rocks on there. I also put Gorilla Glue around where I already secured the styrofoam down. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. As you can see, the flowers aren't going anywhere. Your rocks are secure. And then what I did was I took this, I guess you would call it twine or something, and I wrapped it around here twice. And then I added beads to the ends after I tied it in a knot. I fed it whatever colors that you choose to use. I made it uneven on purpose. And then this is what the front of it looks like. And that is a quick DYI where you can make your own vase. And I'll show you what it looks like in my bathroom. And this is the finished product of my DYI. All I did was took my fingers and pull these down like this to fan them out so they wouldn't be so straight up and down. Move this a little bit away from the wall. I think it turned out really pretty. And I ended up this was black. I ended up spray painting it copper because I liked it better with my bathroom theme. I wanted my bathroom to feel like a spa. So I hope you enjoyed this DYI. Now we're going to move on to the next one. For this project, you're going to need 2 frames and your spray paint of choice. I bought 2 frames from Michael's. First, you're going to remove the cardboard from the back of the picture frame and slide the paper out. Then you secure the cardboard on the back of the picture frame. Place it back how you had it when you first bought the item. And then make sure that you tighten it very tight. Now you place the piece of paper that you removed from the top of the cardboard and just lay it on the top of your project. The glass was glued to the top of the frame, so I had to just take my time and slide it in there. Eventually, it popped it loose on the second one, but you just take your time and make sure that the paper goes in between the frame and the glass so you won't have any oversprays. I decide and make sure that it's completely covered. You don't have to tape it. It's not necessary because the paper is big enough to cover the frame, so it's not going to seep down to your glass. Then you remove all of your fingerprints, so when you spray paint, You won't see your fingerprints when it dries under the paint. So I took it outside on my patio. And then we used the cardboard just for security to make sure it didn't overspray and seep down. And then you do light coats. You don't want to do a heavy spray because it will cause it to drip and it may get on your glass if you try to do it all in one session. Then that's when it causes the dripping, and you do not want to get that on the glass because then you're going to have to take an extra step to get the paint off of the glass. This is the second coat. My babe is helping me with this project. And that's how it ends up looking after you finish it. Please let it dry for 24 hours. You might think it's dry, and when you go to pick it up, you will see that it has your fingerprints in it. I did have to respray this because I thought it was dry after a few hours, and I had to respray paint it again because it had my fingerprints in it. Okay, let me tell y'all what I did. I got both of my frames painted and finished. I sat them on my countertop, bumped into them, knocked them over, and they broke. My frames look like this. So, what I did last night was got my handy dandy Gorilla Glue and glued it back. Now I'm at Staples. What I did was I went online. I found some artwork that I wanted, and I printed it off of my printer at home. Then I went to Staples and got it blown up. And this is how my artwork ended up looking once I spray painted the frames. I went to Staples and got the artwork blew up that I printed off of my printer. And this is how it turned out. I have two of them. Bought the frames, buy one get one free. They were $35 for both. To get them printed out was free because I printed them out here. And because they ran out of ink and made the wrong size the first couple of times I went, they ended up printing them off for free. So this actually cost me $35 for the whole thing. And then I ordered these lights. They're called picture lights. And I paid $26.99 for each of those. And now we're moving on to the last DYI. Okay, love bugs. I'm about to do a quick DYI using this contact paper. I got gold and I got silver. And what I'm going to do is make some coffee table books. So you can pick out any roll of contact paper that you want. And I ordered these off of Amazon. They were less than $10 a piece. And you need some scissors. And I went to Dollar Tree and found 3 books. And as you can see, there are 3 different sizes. My smallest book will go on the top. It's already downstairs. I'm not going to cover that. So what I already did was I took some Mod Podge and I glued my books together. So all of the books are glued together. You're not going to be able to read them. They're just for looks. So you just get some books and make sure that they stack up like that. Let me give you a side view. And then once I get everything cut, I will show you how easy it is to make your own coffee table books in any color you want using contact paper. Okay, so now I've cut the contact paper the same size as the book, enough to make it go over, cover it up like this. Now I'm going to peel the back off of it, and then what you're going to do is make slight little slits right here. and then cut the extra off. But make sure you cut your slits right here so it will cover the book. It doesn't matter if it covers this part of it because it's already a finished book. But if you want it to flip over into there, you can. But I just wanted to basically cover the book. It's still stuck to this, but I'm taking it up like this so it'll be smooth. Okay, so I got the first one finished. This is my first time trying to cover a book with this. One thing that I would suggest is you use some sharp scissors, because all you have to do is run your scissors instead of making them chop. And this is how it looks.
While the world keeps fighting for your attention, we'll keep building smarter SUVs.
And I'm going to finish the other two, and then I'll show you what they look like together. I wanted to also tell you, when you go to cut your extra material off, make sure that you're cutting from this side, not the bottom, because you won't have a straight edge. As you can see, I have really sharp scissors because I cut my finger, but you want to have the scissors up against the book so you can just glide them, but you don't want to cut it while it's laying down because you won't get a straight edge. So when you cut it, make sure that you cut it from the top. Okay, this is what my second book looks like. Here's the seam of the book. I did take a rag and rub it. And here's the back. I'll lay it down for you. Make sure you have a rag. Just rub it like this. And here's the front of it. And I have one more to do, and I will be done. And this is how my books look on my coffee table. I could do it like this, or I could do it like that. I think I'll do it like that. Here's how they look from the side. So again, you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money on making coffee table books. This is how they look on this side. I hope you guys enjoyed my 3 quick DYIs on a budget. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you on my next video.
Yourself.